Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the YouTube station identification of one of the best from Massachusetts resident YouTubers. I'm here live in the basement. No, this is on MTV's remote control. And no, I am not Ken Ober. God rest his soul. My name is Eric Lima. Eric M. Lima, for those of you keeping score. And you are watching my third season of my YouTube show, now known as WEML-TV, Channel 77. And this is episode 220. Today's May the 13th, 2021, 4:19 p.m. Just got done watching NXT UK on the Peacock Network, WWE Network all over the world, except for the States. Peacock Network, Peacock TV, check it out. This was a very interesting situation. As you know, the big main event was a number one contenders women's gauntlet match involving 5 superstars. It was supposed to be Isla Dawn, Dani Luna, Ginny, Emilia McKenzie, and Xia Brookside. But Amal, the French superstar of NXT UK, took out Xia Brookside. And Xia Brookside got replaced. And I will tell you who that replacement was when I go through the events there. Before I go on, a reminder, tonight is episode 82 of the Rant and Rave podcast, hosted by Brandon Martin, myself, the returning Jordan Little, and either Michael Bombardier and Leon Calavera, or both of them will be on. I don't know. I'll see what Brandon Martin has lined up. And as we talk about our topics, and I will bring up my topics as well. And we'll be having ECW legend Sabu on the show. And it'll be a very interesting interview, to say the least. I'm kind of nervous about interviewing someone like Sabu. And it's going to be an honor at the same time, but I want to be careful of the questions I ask. I don't want to get too personal or anything like that. I just want to get him some wrestling-related questions. And if anybody, I encourage you guys to watch the episode. If you're wrestling fans out there, if you have any questions for Sabu, please come to the chat. Come to the chat, and I will come to the chat, and we will try to get those questions in and answer them, and have Sabu answer them the best he can, and we'll ask our questions and interview the best we can, because this is going to be an interesting interview, to say the least. I'm sure he's got a lot of stories to tell. And like when we had Ricky Morton on the show, it was an honor having him, and really cool guy. He joked about my room a lot, but you don't have to worry about that any longer. And also we had Randy West, the Island Girl Tracy Taylor. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what would happen. Alrighty then, so let's get right to it. Let's get down to brass tacks. NXT UK for May the 13th, the event center for May the 13th, 2021. It kicked off with a couple of matches that really took a lot of time here. The Heritage Cup Rules match between Nathan Fraser and the former Ben Carter, and Noam Dar. No Pinky, no Party. It'll be Dafties. And you always go, Alicia Fox. Every time I Noam Dar, I'm thinking about when he was part of 205 Live. I love Alicia Fox. Oh, that's funny. Well, so, as you know, the Heritage Cup Rules match up, and I'm going to have to remind you guys what those Heritage Cup Rules are. So, I'm going to have to, let's see what it, the math booper. So, anyways, let me just, okay, hold up. Let's see, I like that. So, let's, I gotta look up, the Heritage Cup Rules match again. So, I want to remind people, our Heritage Cup Rules match from NXT UK, and more items. All right. So, okay, here's Heritage Cup. No. Heritage Cup So, all right. Okay. Okay. British round. It's British rounds rules, as you know. Okay. History. All right. As you know, British round rules. Matches consist of 3-minute rounds with a 20-second breaks between each round. Matches are 2 out of 3 falls. Falls can be won by pinfall, submission, or countout. Once a fall occurs, the round ends. The match ends once a wrestler has won 2 falls. In the event of disqualification or knockout, the match instantly ends without the need for 2 falls. If um, if all 6 rounds are completed, whoever is ahead and falls wins the match. And another thing too, if there was a tie, they'll go to sudden death, and that's the way it is. So so check this out. All right, so check this out. Round 1, nobody won that one. Round 2, Nathan Frazier picked up the first fall. Round 3, nobody won that. Then during that match, Shawn Samuels, Noam Dar's running buddy from the Pinky Party of the ICW days, gets involved, and it helped Noam Dar pick up the victory in rounds 4 and 5, and Noam Dar did pick up the victory over Nathan Frazier. And Pretty Deadly were cutting their promo as NXT Tag Team Champions. I always consider Pretty Deadly if the Rockers and Billy and Chuck had their DNAs mixed together somehow in a freak lab, and then came out Pretty Deadly. Which, watch out for Pretty Deadly. They're a pretty deadly team. Hence their name, Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. Oh, never mind. Trent Seven was talking to Jack Stars, and Jack Stars felt like a little lonely without Piper Niven. And he said, Trent Seven's telling him, encouraging him, and then Jim Guerrero interrupts him and starts running his mouth like usual, called him yogurt. So Sam, and then Trent Seven got so ticked off, and Trent Seven got so ticked off, he slapped Sam Gradwell in the face. I hate these McAfee pop-ups. And ain't by Pat McAfee either. Getting a new computer has been real tough. Anyways, so the two almost went at it, but everybody says, don't think about it. Go back. They also did last week's matchup, the main event between the Lucky and Kenny Williams and former NXT UK superstar Amir Jordan. Where is Amir Jordan going to end up? I wouldn't be surprised if he finds and it's very tough for him to get out of the UK because everything's shut down due to COVID. So I don't know what will be next for him. If they find a way to get him to the States and be part of 205 Live or NXT there, or will he join up with the Bollywood Boys or Jinder Mahal? We don't know. We don't know where Amir Jordan's journey will take him now. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. So Levi Muir went one-on-one with Subculture's Mark Andrews. New name, new theme, new team name, new theme, and new attitude and everything else. And anyways, it was a great matchup overall. We did a small, speedy guy versus a big, strong guy. But in the end, the small, speedy guys won. Mark Andrews, Flash Morgan Webster, and Danny Luna. Mark Andrews did pick up the victory, and won. So looks like Subculture is off to a good start with a win. More on Danny Luna, who will be part of that #1 Contenders women's matchup. Sid Scala was interviewed about who is going to replace Xia Brookside since she is not medically cleared to compete. And Sid Scala is about to say, well, and then Amal, she interrupts Sid Scala saying, I want in the matchup. If you don't give it to me, I'll take it. She goes, we're not going to reward you for that kind of behavior. And once Xia Brookside is medically cleared to compete, you'll get that match against her. She gets so mad, she walks off. Amal, she has a point, but you got to prove yourself in the ring, girl. And you're beautiful and all, but taking out Xia Brookside is not going to help many matters. Should have known that by now. So Amal interrupts him, so I wouldn't be surprised. Now, next week, the Heritage Cup Championship will be on the line. A-Kid to defend against Tyler Bates. Sid Scala sat down with both of them, interviewing them. And two, Tyler Bates saying, hey, I'm the veteran. I got the advantage. A-Kid's got to be confident that you're going to make a mistake. You're going to lose. and everything else. And then all of a sudden, 8Kids have made the best man win. So, I don't know, Tyler Bates getting into 8Kids' head or what? My head game's going on here. All right, and at Supernova Sessions, the interview segment starring Noam Dar next week will feature Ilya Dragunov about his latest issues. We'll see what is going through the mind of Ilya Dragunov, and I am sure Noam Dar is going to push some serious buttons. And if that does, I wouldn't be surprised if Shaw Samuels wants a piece of Ilya Dragunov. If I were Noam Dar and Shaw Samuels, I keep them. You better ask questions nicely and respectfully, or else Ilya Dragunov will rip your arm off and make you eat it. That's my personal opinion. Then we had the number one contenders women's gauntlet match. It started off with Isla Dawn versus Amelia McKenzie, and Isla Dawn's new attitude. And I've been thinking about this. I said, if COVID had not happened, and if COVID did not happen, or once everything's lifted and the guidelines have been lifted up in the UK, I'd like to see Isla Dawn and Alexa Bliss form a team, because Isla Dawn and Alexa Bliss had this dark-sided attitude and the mind games they can play. And if I were Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, if that team ever formed up, I'd be watching my backs and with those belts. And I think Alexa Bliss did some of that with Shayna Baszler. Is she crazy? That's what I'm wondering. But Isla Dawn, the White Witch, and she, I think her and Alexa Bliss could make a deadly combination. And if they ever decide to do pull a storyline like this, I would be praying for every women's tag team in the WWE right now. So, anyways, Isla Dawn did take on Amelia McKenzie, and Isla Dawn did pick up the first matchup, the victory of the matchup. And then in comes Subculture's Danny Luna. Danny Luna gave it all she got, and then Isla Dawn did pick up the victory. And the third person came in, and this is the person that was Xia Brookside's replacement. The final boss, the best in the world, Meiko Satomura. That's right, Meiko Satomura did replace Xia Brookside, and she beat Isla Dawn after a great performance by Isla Dawn. And then Satomura faced Ginny, and despite Joseph Connors getting involved in all that, in the end, Meiko Satomura did defeat Ginny. Meiko Satomura is the number one contender for the NXT UK Women's Championship. And then Kaylee Ray came out to confront Meiko Satomura. Meiko Satomura bowed down. Kaylee Ray kicked her in the face, saying that I'm the forever champion. No one's going to beat me. Maybe Meiko Satomura can pick up a thing or two from her first match against Kaylee Ray. We will see. I'm looking forward to that matchup. So, and that is it for NXT UK Event Center for the 3rd. For May 13th, 2021, as I labeled I got new notebooks from Office Max. Will be closing in 3 days. Saturday's the last day. Pick up and some pens here and there. I'm really excited. So tonight is Impact Wrestling 2. I'm going to try to multitask between doing the podcast and watch Impact Wrestling. And I'll probably put closed captions like I did last time. It worked pretty good. So bearing that in mind, so that is it. That is all the time we have for the NXT UK Event Center for May the 13th, 2021. Tomorrow is Friday, payday. Yes. And tomorrow night is also SmackDown, the final before Backlash. And not only that, also 205 Live, they're going to have 2 additional matches on the card. I'm going to go right now because I have my phone on me. Yeah. I'm always doing this. Okay, give me a second here, folks. All right. Let's see what's going on. Not boing like a bunny. Okay. There will be another newcomer heading to 205 Live. His name is Asher Hale. He'll be taking on let's see. All right, see, let's see, if I can, all right, hold on just a second here, folks. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm following 205 Live. There'll be two matches, usually two matches on every episode of 205 Live as of late. It will be Ari Sterling going one-on-one with Tony Nese, and Asher Hale, the newcomer, will be taking on Arya Davari. So, and let's see what else. So those are the two matches ever. So it'll be very interesting to see the at least. And there's your Japanese Four Horsemen crew. So Ikemen Jiro made his debut and was pretty successful. So I'm really excited about that. We'll see what happens on the next show. So that's what's going on right now. Reminder, tonight, Rant and Rave podcast. Be there for ECW legend Sabu. Join Brandon Martin, the returning Jordan Little, myself, and either or both Franco Bombardier and Leon Calavera. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited about this. This is good. And then check us out for our topics. And I have 3 very important topics. I try to vary my topics a little bit. So be well of that. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful rest of the evening as I upload this. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening. Check us out on the Rant and Rave podcast. We'll be on Facebook. We'll be on Twitch and on YouTube. Check us out. Check us out on all 3 of those platforms tonight live as we go live at 8 o'clock. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really excited about it, okay? I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. And this is Eric Lehman saying, God bless you guys. And until then, bless out.